Couple of goals for Christian Pulisic in the ICC game against Liverpool, Paul Mariner. How big a season now is it for him? Do you consider him a first-team regular at Dortmund?
I think he's got to be this season. For his own career, for it to push on. Look, we'll look at his stats here. We'll look at him, 42 games, 5 goals, 7 assists. Is that it's okay. But for a player of Pulisic's qualities, I expect a little bit more. I expect him to push on. Now, yes, we know they've got a decent squad at Dortmund, but I think it's time for him to become a regular. It's very important that he becomes a regular. With his pace, with his natural pace that he's got to score more goals and he's got to have more assists to be that complete player that the whole world will be looking at.
Let's put this into context with those numbers. They're good numbers, but this is a 19-year-old American kid in a very tough league in the Bundesliga. They're better than good, though, aren't they? They're excellent stats. Well,
the thing about his play last season that I noted was the consistency. And yes, as you say, in 19, I think he's 20 in September. But he's a quality young player. And I just want to see more consistency from him. Yes, I'd like to see more numbers. I'm sure he would like to see more numbers with the games that he's played. But I'd like to see more consistency. That's the one thing that young players have got to bring to the table.
We are both expats from our own countries, now living in the United States. What do you think about this nation and what they do with young talent with regards to hyping them up? Julian Green, 2 or 3 years ago. Then we had Timothy Weah commentating on his game at the weekend. We've got Christian Pulisic as well. Are they right to be very excited about these three, or especially plus others, or is there a danger of kind of desperate for a hero hyping them too much?
No, I think there is that, most definitely. But as far as Pulisic is concerned, I don't think there's any doubt that he's going to be a top player.
He's the real deal.
For me, he is the real deal. Yes, absolutely. And we do it all the time. And in Rashford, we do it, and Lingard. Lingard, from my view, had a very good World Cup. But as far as Pulisic's career is concerned, for him, he seems to be a very level-headed boy. There's talk of him maybe getting away. I think he's got to go to the right club. He's got to be nurtured if he does go away. But my view is to stay.
Yeah, and you said we did a transfer rater, and he was linked with Liverpool, and you said, look, that might happen down the line, but stay where you are. You've got yourself in the team, learn, improve, and then
exactly. It's not as if he can look at players in the Dortmund squad and say, I want to be that type of player. I want to be, on that level. So he can learn from day to day, week to week training in an environment that he's familiar with. If he goes, for argument's sake, to Liverpool, can he help Liverpool coming off the bench with his pace, the way that Klopp plays? Absolutely. And can he learn from training day in, day out with top players? Of course. So I think he's got to be careful. If the move does come, I think he's got to be careful where he goes. But at the moment, if I'm him, I'm not comfortable in my environment. I want to be better.
The US men's national team needs Christian Pulisic to play week in, week out. There's more chance of him doing that at Dortmund right now than there is anywhere else.